Hello, and welcome again to Pastor Talk. And today we have a special guest with us today. We have Bishop David Horn, who is the pastor of Life Changing Ministries. Welcome.
Oh, bless you, bless you.
Welcome
I'm
to be
excited. I'm
here.
excited being here.
Well, now tell me a little bit about this harvest and what is the harvest about?
The harvest celebration, Dr. Hammond, is just based upon seed time and harvest, getting people to just come together and fulfilling Matthew 28:19, the Great Commission, getting the entire church involved in soul winning and inviting people they already know. 83% of most people will come through a personal invitation. And I think that doing that within 3 to 4 months, you see a significant transformation, not only with the individual that's invited, but also the entire church.
That's super. One of the things you had mentioned, I saw in the article, it was grow your church in 90 days. And this is basically what you're talking about, right?
Right, I wrote a book a few years ago,
Yes.
Double, Triple, Quadruple Your Church in 90 Days. And it's really kind of a handbook in reference of just an approach on just getting people to invite people to church and seeing the transformation of that within not only the individual, not only within the church, but in the community abroad.
Man, that sounds so simple. Just inviting people. That's all. We make it so hard to do, but it's just people in the church inviting their friends and family.
It's very simple because we have been invited. We're part of His creation, the Father's creation, and we have been benefactors of His invitation of all this glory. So everything deals with just a personal invitation.
I like that. We have an invitation, so we are to extend that invitation to
Yeah.
others. I
Right.
like how that sounds. Now, tell us a little bit. How did you get started in this?
Well, I started because I do a lot of preaching across the country. I've racked up miles and miles and miles, 100,000 miles a year. Wow, lot of flying. But I would go back to the same churches and see not the real growth, and that would challenge me. And God just put this type of passion and grace upon me of getting people just back to the basics of just invitation.
All right, now tell us a little bit about your passion. What is your real passion that you have?
My real passion, Dr. Hammond, is just evangelism. I think I grew up in that type of setting. A great mentor that mentored me, and I watched him and how he interacted with people, and I saw just kind of in my life about just interacting with people and seeing people come alive once they find their purpose and passion. So that's where I'm at in reference of my passion, my mission.
That's super, and you just really hit on something. I remember when I was younger coming into ministry, we had these great pastors that were there. They were mentors, okay? We're not seeing a lot of that anymore. So
Right.
I'm so glad that the Lord touched you and had that on you to go out that we could help mentor these young pastors coming up.
Well, Paul said we have many instructors but few fathers.
Exactly.
And we miss that type of fatherly kind of mentoring. And so I was
Exactly.
just fortunate to have someone that got on me,
Mhm.
someone that motivated me, someone that wanted the best for me. And I think I'm fulfilling that which was a foundation prior as I was coming up in ministry. And that's what I want to do. I want not only share it with the church, but share it with other pastors, and so they can share it with other pastors.
Well, you certainly are, and you're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Um, I would like to hear a little bit about now the mission that you have in this harvest. Now, what is your exact mission that the Lord has placed on your heart? What is the mission now?
The whole mission is to get people to do the Great Commission, and to do that they become partners in the kingdom. And the inviting is really the focus point on transformation of the individual that is being invited, but also the transformation of the individual that's participating as a tool that God uses. So it's two-way. Some people think that it's just about inviting sinners and different people, but it's really about transformation of their lives because Jesus said, "I'm the way, the truth, and the life."
All right.
That is a very powerful scripture because that is saying that you can't get to the Father but through me.
Exactly.
But now we are representatives of Jesus Christ, and the only way we can direct people to the Father is by the life that we live.
Exactly. That is super, super. Well, thank you so much
Bless you.
for
Oh,
coming on
man.
by. And remember, Romans 8:28, all things come together for the good of those who love God and call into his purpose. So see you when we see you. God bless.
God bless.